All right. Today we're getting into a really high-stakes internal debate happening within UMNO.
It's all about whether they should stick with the current unity government or, take a huge leap and partner up with PAS.
Exactly. So our goal here is to just cut through the noise and really break down the three core perspectives that are driving this whole conversation.
And this isn't just some theoretical thing. The core tension here is a major strategic choice. Do you prioritize the stability you have right now?
Or you risk it all.
Right. Risk it all for this idea of a united front between the country's biggest Malay-based parties. The consequences are huge.
Okay, let's unpack this, starting with the biggest and maybe loudest call for change.
This came straight from the UMNO youth chief, Datuk Dr. Muhammad Akmal Saleh.
Yeah, and he wasn't subtle about it, was he? He was speaking at the UMNO Youth Special Convention.
Not at all. He was appealing directly to the base.
His demand was pretty blunt. He said UMNO should pull out of the unity government immediately.
Right, become the opposition. And then, and this is the key part, form a united front with PAS.
All focused on upholding and, quote, protecting religion and the Malay community.
So Akmal is playing a very powerful, very traditional card here. He's tapping into this deep-seated ideological frustration, this desire for a single, unified Malay political force, no matter what the current power realities are.
So if he's providing the ideological fire, what was the immediate institutional reaction?
Well, what's so fascinating here is how quickly the official party structure pushed back.
That came from Dr. Zambri Abdul Qadir, right?
Exactly. He's an UMNO Supreme Council member, and critically, the BN Secretary General. He's basically the official gatekeeper.
And he was very quick to respond.
He was. He essentially ruled Akmal's call a personal view. He stressed that any decision like leaving the government must go through the Supreme Council.
So it's all about process.
It's all about process. He wanted to make sure any move was made in, and I'm quoting here, a mature and considered manner. The message is clear. The institution values stability over sudden passion.
Okay, so that brings us to the third perspective. This is the tactical reality from the ground. This came from the Jelly UMNO Youth Information Chief, Wan Mahusin Wan Zain. And it was a pretty sharp critique of the whole idea.
He really questioned the tactical wisdom of it. He basically argued they could be shooting themselves in the foot.
His first warning was that there's, no guarantee PAS wouldn't just take their place in the government if they left.
Precisely. And he didn't just leave it as a theory. He made it concrete by pointing to past losses.
Right. He said, we lost Pahang, lost Perak, and it's not impossible we will lose many more places.
Yeah.
That's a powerful warning from within.
And it connects directly to his second point, which I think is just as critical. It's about voter dynamics.
He argued that Amedu's real fight has always been against PAS, not DAP.
Yes. And he used a very pointed quote to explain this internal blame game. He said, PAS voters are within UMNO, UMNO voters are within PAS, but we blame DAP. To me, this is unfair.
Wow. Wait, so he's saying the biggest threat isn't the opponent they're always focused on, but the rival they share so many voters with.
That's it. It completely reframes the strategic problem. The goal shouldn't be an alliance, but winning back the base they share with PAS?
Here's where it gets really interesting then. The grassroots analysis suggests the whole strategic target might be wrong.
So if we connect this to the bigger picture, you see this clear internal crisis. You have the ideological dream of unity from Akmal,
Clashing with the institutional control from Zambri.
and then both are challenged by the ruthless, on-the-ground tactical survival pointed out by Mahusin.
So the key takeaway for you listening is that UMNO's entire future seems to hinge on this one calculation, weighing the perceived, almost emotional gain of Malay unity against the very real risk of losing even more ground.
And possibly even enabling their main rival, Paris, to just step in and take their place in government.
Which leaves us with a final thought. Given that historical precedent Wan Mahusin brought up, losing Pahang and Perak, what kind of calculation must the Supreme Council make to ensure they don't become the party that actually engineers its own replacement? It really raises a deep question about where ideology ends and political survival begins.